Hi, welcome to today's edition of Why Are You Catholic? We have with us our youngest guest yet, and it is a pleasure to introduce to y'all. Well, I'll allow her to introduce herself to you guys. What's your name?
I'm Elise, and I'm 13 years old.
Hi, Elise. Welcome. And do we have your permission and your parents' permission to record this video?
Yes.
Great. Um, Tell me, are you Catholic?
Yes.
Yes. How long have you been Catholic?
Um,
Has it been all your life or just some of your life?
I think for as long as I can remember, but I was originally Baptist, I think, when I was little.
Yes, yes. I understand from talking to your mother that she and the rest of your siblings were all brought into the Catholic faith, and it's a beautiful thing to discover because because you were so young before you became Catholic. Maybe you might not have a great comparison, but you're just suddenly immersed into this great tradition. And so, let me ask you, what sacraments have you received?
I've received baptism, First Communion, and
Reconciliation,
yeah,
possibly?
reconciliation. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's confession also. Some people call it that. Some people call it the sacrament of penance. Um, Tell me, do you attend mass regularly?
Yes, every Sunday.
Okay. And do you like to participate in the mass?
Yes, I actually also serve every other week.
Is that right?
Hmm.
So you also serve here at Cathedral Guadalupe?
Yes.
Okay. How do you like that?
I think it's really nice to be part of something bigger than myself.
What do you like about the serving aspect of it?
I think it's really nice to help out whenever you know that someone needing your help and being able to do that.
Do you think of yourself as an example to the congregation?
Um, I guess yeah. A lot of people tell me that you have to act like you have to hold your hands, pay attention, sing, because other people are going to be copying what you do.
Um, and do you altar serve with your siblings also?
Yes, I also serve with my two brothers.
Okay. Are they older or younger?
Both.
Both. Okay. So one's older and the other one's younger?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you find yourself kind of ruling the show and helping assist them and telling them what to do?
Yeah.
That's what I understand. That you're the one who's cracking the whip up there with the other two altar servers. It's funny. Um, and what is your favorite part of Mass?
Communion.
Really?
Mhm.
What do you like about communion?
It's having God with you there, something more powerful than yourself, being like with you.
Uh, what do you mean by with you?
Like whenever you take the um, uh, body and blood of Jesus Christ, you're having Him always within you, like inside of you.
Wow. So you're saying that that physical presence meets your physical presence,
Hmm.
and and that's a beautiful thing for you.
Yeah.
And what's it like to be Catholic?
I think it's definitely not easy. It is hard, but it is very important. I think.
What's hard about it?
It's a whole bunch of new rules that you have to follow. Except I know that they're good, so I know that I have to follow them.
Okay. So when you say they're good, but they're hard, is it like kind of eating your vegetables maybe?
Yeah, you know it's good for you, but it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, yeah. So some people are like, I'm totally against broccoli, but if it's in front of me and that's the only vegetable, maybe I'll have to eat it anyway.
Yeah.
So tell me, what would be an example of something that's hard about being Catholic?
Probably you like knowing what to do with your life, like asking God what to do and what are you supposed to do with your life. It's very hard sometimes because you're not exactly sure and you want to make a good decision.
I suppose you're at the age where you're thinking about the rest of your life
Hmm.
and what is God calling you to do.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you're like asking yourself, like, should I do this or that? What are these things that you're debating in your head?
Like, should I be a nun or should I go to college? And should I be a mom, a parent, or a wife? You know, those kind of things.
Wow. Yeah, those are Not light subjects to be asking yourself when you're 14 years old, or 13, excuse me, 13. Um, Beforehand, we were talking about choices and how, you know, being Catholic involves choice a whole lot of times. You know, choosing to follow God's law, choosing to not follow God's law. Tell me about a choice that you've had that was difficult, but you made it in the direction of, the truth and being Catholic.
Well, like, could you give me an example?
Well, do you ever find it difficult to wake up on Sunday morning?
Well, we actually don't have to get up early because we go at the 12 o'clock mass, but for Lent, we did do daily mass every day, and getting up extra early was very hard for me, because, but I knew that we had to get up so we could continue our obligation. Is that it?
No, it's not an obligation. A Lenten sacrifice.
Yeah, Lenten sacrifice.
Okay. So you went to your Lenten sacrifice was to go to mass every single day. Now, how did you do that during the pandemic?
There's always daily mass, at pretty much any church, I think. But of course, the pews are social distance. Like, one pew's open and one pew's closed. So we always, like, it's kind of hard because sometimes the church gets packed, but that's how we do it during the pandemic.
And what about, well, the fact that you're 13 and you can't drive? How do you attend church when your driver's not there?
Well, there's online masses that we can watch whenever our mom isn't there to drive us.
Oh, okay. And what platform do you watch that on?
TV, or you can YouTube.
On YouTube? Okay. And do you find different priests more interesting to watch than others?
Yeah. There's one guy that I specifically liked. He seemed very friendly and welcoming.
Is that important to you?
Yes.
With the mass, that it be welcoming and friendly? Okay. And tell me about the you being 13 years old in the year 2021, and other people your age not being as interested in Catholicism or religion or even God at all.
Well, it can be hard because I remember a scenario like earlier the other day. We were praying, and the other people there didn't know the prayers, and they were just kind of like glancing, like kind of confused. And I was like, I think other people, we should like show them like prayers. They kind of knew it, but
So you're saying that you kind of wanted to loop them in.
yeah.
Or are you saying that you want to loop them in because there's something special about it?
Yeah.
Or because it's fun?
Both actually. It can be fun, but it's something very special.
What's special about it? What's special about prayer?
It's talking. It's having someone that you can always talk to, that is there to listen to you.
And do you find believing in God difficult at times?
Yes, it can be difficult because it's hard to imagine that there's someone like way bigger than yourself that is listening to every prayer that they receive, and trying to help them in their daily lives, because that's something really hard to do because there's lots of people in this world.
It would almost take somebody who's infinite and omnipotent to be able to accomplish that sort of thing, right? And if there was something that you could tell people who don't believe in God, be it your age or older people, what would it be?
I think they should try going to church because it is very special and it feels nice to go. You always have someone there to talk to.
Okay. So you're saying that when you go to church, there's something to be found there, but it's not the building itself, right?
No.
It's something deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's very beautiful. And tell me about what your favorite saint is.
Saint Bernadette.
Saint Bernadette.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? I haven't even gotten to the main question of the whole session. Why are you Catholic?
Well, it started off because my mom met a Catholic and we started going to church. My mom was very interested in the Catholic faith, and it is very interesting. There's lots of new things to learn. It is very, it, there's a lot of knowledge to learn about, and I'm only 13, so I still don't know all of it. But I think I will continue to be Catholic when I'm older because I want to keep knowing more about it, our Catholic faith.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I imagine that, even though you're 13, there's 30-year-olds and 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds that still don't fully understand all of it. Um, do you have any words of comfort for them?
I think they should, if they want to and they feel like they can, you should keep trying because eventually you're going to get where you want to be, like knowing what you don't know now.
Wow. So there's a destination to be had in your efforts. And I guess that destination and our Christian journey are just intricately connected. That's really pretty. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. And we wish you a wonderful Easter season. And thank you so much for all of the service that you do for Cathedral Guadalupe and for your altar serving. And thank you for your words of wisdom for those who find being Catholic difficult. We wish you the best, and I hope that you keep on always wanting to learn.
Thank you.
Thank you.